Hey, what's going on? This is Freddie G, and today I want to talk about Justin Fields and Tate Martell. Uh, Justin Fields transferred from Georgia, freshman quarterback, played one season at Georgia. He got a little bit of snaps. He didn't play much. Some feel he wasn't utilized the proper way, but he decided at the end of the season to transfer, and we all know he's going to Ohio State. Now, at first, I was questioning why would Justin Fields go to Ohio State knowing that Dwayne Haskins is there and Tate Martell also, okay? But then you start kind of speculating and getting ideas. And I've heard from several people say that Dwayne Haskins and Justin Fields are friends and they've been talking or they've had a conversation. So I'm pretty sure somewhere in that conversation, Dwayne Haskins told Justin Fields that he was declaring for the NFL draft. So I think that's what happened, and I think that's why Fields made that decision to choose Ohio State for his transfer. So now that leaves Tate Martell and Justin Fields, right? So let's assume Justin Fields wins out the starting role versus Tate Martell. Where does that leave Tate Martell? You know, he's been waiting for his shot ever since he got there, but he's threw some shade at Justin Fields on social media, like I've mentioned before. But Tate Martell ain't no joke. I know a lot of you people think that Justin Fields is the more talented quarterback. I feel that way too. But he was the more talented quarterback at Georgia also, but he didn't beat out Jake Fromm because Jake Fromm had just, come back from a season where he took the Georgia Bulldogs to a national championship. So you can't just come and expect to start just because you're the better player. You know what I mean? So I think that's the same thing that could happen over here at Ohio State. Let's assume that Justin Fields does get the waiver, so he can play immediately, and he don't have to sit out a year. So he goes into Ohio State, he'll beat out Tate Martell, right? And it's all good for Justin Fields. He starts, he lights the field up or whatever. But what happens if he doesn't get that waiver and he has to sit out a year? And during that season that he's sitting out, Tate Martell has an excellent season. He wins the Big Ten. He goes takes Ohio State into the college playoffs. And hey, he might even take them to a national championship. So what happens then? The next season, you think Ohio State's just gonna be like, all right, Justin Fields, you sat out the whole season. You waited already, so now it's your turn. Let's push this guy out that just took us to a national championship game, and let's start you. I don't think that's going to happen. If that does happen, if Tate Martell does get Ohio State a national championship during the time that Justin Fields sits out, assuming that he will sit out, I think it's just going to be like Georgia. You know what I mean? If Tate Martell takes him to a national championship, and if he wins the national championship, even if they're runner-ups, I don't think Justin Fields will get his turn. I don't think he'll be playing the next season, and I don't think he'll knock off Tate Martell just because he already sat out a season. If that happens, the same thing's gonna happen that happened to him at Georgia, where he had to be back up to Jake Fromm. So I don't know. We better hope that he gets that waiver so he can play immediately. Because if not, I don't think he'll be playing. Let me know what you think, okay?